You ever notice something strange? The person who talks the least in the room often controls the entire room. While everyone else is arguing, explaining themselves, trying to sound intelligent, that one quiet person just sits there, watching, listening, and somehow their silence makes everyone slightly uncomfortable. That's not an accident. It's psychological power. Most people think intelligence is about talking fast, having clever comebacks, or winning arguments. But the people who truly outsmart others don't rush to speak. They observe. They analyze. And when they finally say something, it lands like a move in chess that was planned 5 turns earlier. This is what I call strategic silence. And philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche understood this long before modern psychology explained it. Because when you stop reacting to everything around you, something powerful happens. You stop being controlled by the room, and the room slowly starts adjusting to you. Let's break down how this actually works. First, silence creates pressure. When people talk constantly, they reveal everything about themselves. Their insecurities, their ego, their need for approval. They overshare. They defend themselves when nobody even attacked them. They try too hard to prove they're smart. But when you stay quiet, people start filling the silence themselves. They talk more than they plan to. They reveal more than they should. And the more someone talks, the easier they are to understand. Silence doesn't make you invisible. It makes other people expose themselves. Second, observation gives you control. Most people enter a room trying to impress others. They want to be liked. They want attention. But the smartest person in the room does something different. They study people. They watch behavior patterns. Who interrupts others constantly? Who laughs too loudly at every joke? Who name drops important people to sound impressive? Who looks nervous when someone challenges them? These small behaviors reveal far more about someone than their words ever could. Once you start noticing these patterns, conversations become predictable. Because human behavior repeats itself. Third, speak less, but speak with intention. When someone talks constantly, their words lose value. But when a quiet person finally speaks, everyone listens. Why? Because silence creates curiosity. Imagine 2 people in a meeting. One person talks nonstop. The other person listens quietly the entire time. Then suddenly, the quiet person says one short sentence. Everyone stops. Because their words carry weight. Restraint creates authority. Fourth, control your reactions. Many people manipulate others by triggering emotional reactions. They provoke you. They criticize you. They bait you into arguments. But when you refuse to react emotionally, you become extremely difficult to control. Calm people are unpredictable, and unpredictable people make others uncomfortable. Because when someone cannot control your emotions, they lose their influence over you. The moment you stop reacting impulsively, you start thinking strategically, and that alone changes the power dynamic. Fifth, presence beats performance. A lot of people think intelligence means sounding impressive, using complicated words, showing off knowledge. But real intelligence looks different. It's perception, reading the room, understanding people's motivations, noticing the tension, insecurity, and hidden dynamics others completely miss. And when you combine observation, calmness, and carefully chosen words, you create something rare. A presence. Not loud, not aggressive, just steady, confident, focused. And the truth is, real power doesn't need to announce itself. It doesn't need to argue with everyone. It doesn't need to dominate every conversation. Real power is quiet, because it knows exactly when to speak. And when silence already said everything. So, if you want to outsmart people without saying a word, start with one simple rule. Talk less. Observe more. Think before reacting. Because the moment you stop trying to prove you're the smartest person in the room, you often become exactly that. That's your everyday reality check. Insight isn't optional, it's necessary. Subscribe to Everyday Reality Check because someone had to say it.